welcome to...
No!
God damn it, Digi. Welcome to
You're welcome,
Kyoryuger
Dragon.
Brave review. We'll be talking about the 12 episode miniseries that aired in Korea, also known as Power Rangers Force Brave.
No, I thought we were doing riffs today.
No, it's a little bit different.
Then why are there video files?
Because
Why are there video files
life
for
got in
today?
late. Life's gotten late, so therefore we aren't able to do.
Basically,
maybe.
Dragon hijacked the concept.
God damn it.
But if
okay,
this Brave thing
so,
stops soon enough,
okay.
maybe we can jump back into the
let's
thing
do the riffs, then we'll do the review, please.
Oh,
Nope.
come on, man.
That's I guess.
Okay.
Just let him do his review. I'm working on the Undertale Gashot anyway.
Okay, so basically, Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger Brave was very popular in South Korea, and therefore they made a sequel to it, and this is what happened. So, by the way, I would like to introduce our special guest, Captain B Money from the a few famous Toku pages. Would you like to say what your pages are?
I am Captain Money of the Tokusatsu fan page that has been around since 2009, and it's probably one of the biggest Tokusatsu specific fan pages there is. Other than that, I have my own fan page where I post political and nerdy stuff, and I collect things. That's all I can think of.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so basically, we're talking about okay, so basically there's 12 episodes with 15 minutes, and we like to talk about it. So basically this is a sequel, and the boss army has been destroyed until they get revived by suits and whatnot. Like they get revived, and there's like 8 new generals or something, 9 to 10 generals, and therefore they pretty much go and attack the South Korea, because that's where it takes place. And anybody who has seen it, who here has seen those episodes and whatnot?
I've seen like 2 episodes, but they weren't English.
And then I'm like, yeah, can't follow this thing, not gonna try.
Yeah, like you might have to watch Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger Brave for this, because or not Brave, just regular Sentai Kyoryuger, because it does follow the story a little bit. Although none of the characters from the original show up.
I watched Kyoryuger. It does not follow Kyoryuger in the slightest.
Yeah, like only 3 monster characters appeared. Torin,
Maybe it follows the
Tenderlia.
Korean version of Kyoryuger, but I didn't ever watch the Korean version of Kyoryuger. I watched the Japanese one, and then the American one.
Mm-hmm. Or Kyoryuger. But yeah, basically, they were just like, it's just that a lot of these characters were just only 3 characters came back from the show, and they pretty much did not do anything to plot except be like mentors. And even then, they were not that great as mentors as they were in the 100-year anniversary show, where we saw them turn good and act good. So, and I have to say, I liked how they have the suits and whatnot with the red and whiteness. It sort of adds to the texture and whatnot, and the characters themselves are actually red and gold get the most development. Sadly, it's just sort of given, because they basically connect them by being brothers, and they have this mark called the Mark of the Dragon or the Mark of the Dinosaurs. So basically, it protects them from the debuff. It's not explained how or when they got it, because it's the thing with this show is that there's nothing the show was too short for its premiere, and therefore it was not able to get the story out what it needed, and therefore it failed at telling a clear and pervasive story, which made it extremely hard for some people to follow, and it was when you only have 15 minutes instead of the usual 20 to 24, it could really mess up your like your production and whatnot, and you won't be able to tell a full-blown story. So therefore, that's why I think it failed right there. I would like to also talk about the characters, like specifically. So basically, we had Ju Young Kwon. I do not speak Korean as well as I do with Japanese, so please forgive me. But basically, he comes in wearing pretty much what Densetsu or whatever his Daigo's dad was wearing, and it's not really explained where he came from, because yeah, this show does not do a good job explaining things. But he actually does get interesting. He's actually a real good character. He does not do the he does not do a lot of the red catchphrases, which are usually very annoying and whatnot. So therefore, it's why they which is why I like him as a red. So moving on to the next. And then we move on to the Black Ranger, who's actually voiced by No-san, actually, from the original Kyoryuger. They actually managed to get a voice actor back for the Japanese dub. So it was very nice seeing him, and I like the promotions they did with him and Koichi Sakamoto, who also directed this. So chances are you'll see some of his famous panty shots. So
of course,
yeah, because Koichi Sakamoto is known for that shit. Hey, Bill, would you like to add anything?
At the moment, you can keep going. I haven't really thought of anything.
Okay. So basically, the show, Black, he was sort of like the Blue Ranger of the, or not the Blue Ranger, but like the Green Ranger of the team. He was just more serious about his roles and whatnot, and therefore he did not focus on the woman and whatnot, which is very different from the Kyoryuger version, which is a more ladies man, and they're both opposites. They pretty much switch green and black around. So move on.
What I thought was funny and actually kind of cool was that I can't remember if it was blue or black, but one was aspiring to be like a police officer or something like that.
That was Kyoryuger Brave.
Yeah. Okay, and then the other one, blue, was like an idol or something.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool at how they did that. And then pink comes in, and she utterly hates the color pink, and that's what she gets. And I sat there, I'm like, I could kind of relate to her because I hate the color pink myself, and I would be utterly furious if I got pink for anything.
But the thing is, you're a male, so it's kind of normal to hate pink. She was sort of a tomboy. She was sort of like Amy, but the opposite side. You know what I mean? She was still a rich chick. You know what I mean?
So I mean, Green was just as rich too, and he seemed kind of spoiled at least as well, because he saw Lucky Hero and his candies, and he's like, I'll pay her, I want the candy, give me your candy, and kept throwing the money at him. He's like, no, and then they're fighting over a freaking lollipop.
Yeah, he's sort of like Stingy from Lazy Town. But yeah, and then he doesn't really, he sort of grows up as a character, which is good, but they don't really explain that, sadly. That's the same for these characters. You don't really see them develop that well. They get more mature, yeah, but it's not really shown how they mature. So therefore, that's where it fails as a series. It just did not have enough time to explain itself. So,
yeah.
Next on to the Blue Ranger, who was an idol. He was pretty much the Ian of the group of Kyoryuger, and he was pretty much the womanizer, but he wasn't that much of a womanizer as Ian was, the original Ian from Kyoryuger was. So it's very interesting. And so we since there's not really much to talk about with him, because he's he doesn't get that much development. So we then move on to Purin, who's also the millionaire guy. He's a spoil man, yet he's like he has Ian's traits and whatnot, and is rich and like they pretty much switched everybody around a bit, except for Ju-Young, the Red Ranger. They pretty much only had him going like they just had him do the stuff, and it was interesting. He was a lot better than Kyoryuger Red, where he actually hogged the time. So, anything you would like to add? I'm crazy.
Like I said, I only saw like the first 2 episodes. That's because I got tired of trying to run through my minuscule repertoire of Korean that I learned thanks to Legend of Hero on my dad. Y'all really should check that series out. I mean, like I said, no subs for me, so I'm just sitting here watching it raw, pretty much on YouTube. And I mean, I liked what I saw. The costumes were great. When we get to the mecha, yeah, I'll speak up more than because I loved the Kyoryuger Brave formation. That was
like the mecha was actually really good, and I'm actually happy that they actually used an actual suit. Like they used an actual suit for like the first like 5 or 6 episodes. Oh yeah. Okay, by the way, KR, reacting to your comment in the video chat, for those who don't know, he said react with a hand if you want to see me and Asamori Kyoryuger Brave, even though Marcos has already done that for Marcosatsu. Like, we don't really talk that much about him here, cause, yeah, not talking about it.
Anyway.
All of us Toku reviewers hate each other. It's a giant civil war. We're trying to kill each other.
It's the YouTuber. It's the Tokusatsu YouTuber.
Are you Team Lex or Team Marco?
How about Team Neither?
Yes. I think a majority of us is in Team Neither. But some are on... okay, we need to get back on focus, because we don't want to start any more drama. Okay. So, the Allies, they just... Like, Torin and Kandelian, Lakuro, they don't really do anything to further the plot. They're just there to say, hey, they brought us back, so be happy for us.
Happy, happy, joy, joy. Like
happy,
you.
Happy, joy, yeah.
Candelira and Luckiro, they were basically just as useless in this series as they were in the first.
Face it. As they were in the 100-year after.
Even then, yes. You would think 100 years later that they would have learned something to be helpful.
Nah, no. They're women. Women folk don't learn nothing.
They know nothing.
But they do keep their character traits, which I like.
Yes.
And I forgot. I also forgot to mention the Brave Gold, Ju-Yoke. I apologize again for messing up his name. It's like some of these Korean names are a little bit harder to say. So, please forget.
That's crazy. I'm watching the show Erection from long ago.
Type it out, and I'll do my best to give you a pronunciation of it.
Yeah. Okay. But basically, Kyoryuger Brave, he's this blonde-haired guy. They pretty much colored him blonde. And he's basically, he's sort of the bad guy at the beginning, he's sort of like Boba Fett. He's a bounty hunter that costs money to kill people, and therefore the Dabal hire him and whatnot, and somehow, like, during episode 6, I think, they sort of turn him onto the good side, and he does act sort of like saying, hey, you still owe me payment for what I'm doing for you, and therefore they have him work and whatnot, so... yeah,
How do you get a 6th Ranger that's a mercenary? Pay him more money.
And they actually said that line. They say, yo, we could pay him more money and whatnot. Like, that's how they were. And it just, they were not really doing the hero thing. And, yeah, there's not really much. But I do have to say, I do like their transformation dances, even though it's extremely hard to do. Like, holy shit! Like, when you do the Kyoryuger dance, they do like a high, like it's only a little samba for the original, but this
They
time,
do a freaking windmill kick in the process.
yeah, it's epic, but it's like extremely hard to remember because it's like much more difficult.
Because it's like back step, right leg crossing behind left leg, side step again, windmill kick, turn and fire, something
Yeah,
like that. No, I did good just to learn the regular dance.
And it was just like right over left, left over right, crisscross and fire.
Yeah. My fat ass is just no.
Yeah, I'm heavy for my size. I'm like nearly 300 pounds, and I could still do the Kyoryuger dance and like whatnot. But like Kyoryuger Brave, oh hell no, I would never do that. That thing is like you're basically signing a death sentence with that.
I can do a windmill kick, not while
Same
dancing.
here, but not that. I just have to work on it. Like you know what I mean? Like I could do it. I just need to work on it.
Anyway, moving forward.
They I do like how they recolor the weapons to make them look like Torin, the original weapons, and it's actually really interesting. I really do like the
There's more black edges on the new one than on Toro's.
Like the blue, like the red, blue, and silver actually work good with this type of show.
They do. Yeah. When I first saw the models put out in the showcase, my first word out loud was nerdgasm.
Cause it was a great design. They reused the design, but it was a good coloration of it, and it was a really good thing. And
I own Gabu Revolver, and yes, I want a Korean one.
Like I could actually do a pretty dang close to Dr. Yoshide. Like so basically I had this friend named Ian. Shout out to you, Ian. He was a big fan of me doing voices and whatnot, and therefore one of my voices was Dr. Yoshide. So I would always go fucking ham in the 8th grade doing like all this crazy shit like with my voice. Although I would get extremely hoarse and whatnot, so
that was actually pretty good.
Thank you. Yeah, I just
you may
sort
be
of.
the voice of Dr. Ulshad, but I have his skills.
Like I'm not that great at doing Dr. Yoshi's dance because that guy is a fucking legend when it comes to Kyoryuger. You can like,
freaking breaks his back half the time doing anything.
Yeah, but like the original guy was actually a stunt actor back in the 70s. Like Shigeru Shiba, he was a stunt actor. So yeah, so chances are he might have been doing some of those stunts and whatnot. So therefore, he might not he was pretty active for his age because he's in his 60s right now. So it's very cool. So moving on to Kyoryuger Brave, the villains don't really interest me. We do get an original villain that's not used from other monsters, and he looks okay. He sort of looks like a rejected ninja still.
Yeah. So they used some suits from the ninja then?
Possibly, yeah. I don't know for sure, but yeah, some of these monster designs look a little bit off.
There was an image brought up a long time ago, back during the it was the ninja movie of something, not a ninja. It was the Sentai movie. Talk about a message from the future or something like that. And Ninja's son.
Ninja versus Junior.
Yeah. And then of course it had Q in there and everything. So there was a shot released of the various people fighting a monster and the freaking monster suit was one of the ones used in Brave as the Thunder General.
Dang.
Because it looks like a revamp of Dogold.
Oh, dang. Like, I'm shocked that they actually managed to use those suits from, like, 5 years ago. Like, especially some of them being sent to New Zealand because Dino Charge is actually using the actual suits again. And they were actually making use.
Well, wait, were you talking about the Dogold suit that was also used in Kamen Rider vs. Super Sentai Cho, the movie that just came out, subbed?
Oh, no, we have not seen that movie yet.
You do use a different head and the body of Dogold.
Yeah, and it's like coned spikes and whatnot, with like thunderbolts on the shoulders and everything like that. More
yeah.
Thunderbolts.
Dang.
Because as we all know, Bandai has one motto that they learned from Deadpool. Minimum effort.
Yeah, and never pay, like, always reuse your suits, because they actually started doing that, especially during Kyuranger. They're, like, rehashing a lot of the suits, and I'm not a big fan of that. Kamen Rider already done it, but they make a good story out of it. But for Sentai, yeah, if you start to do that, yeah, you know you're doing something wrong. So.
Anyway.
Oh, for KR, it was Kyoryuger versus Ninja, so.
It was the Minecraft animals versus the ninjas.
Or
who don't hide.
Or the incested princess ninjas. Okay.
Anyway, back to Brave.
Yeah, we do not support it. But it did happen, so therefore we will always mention it. Because that shit happened in a kid's show, you gotta point them out on that shit. Because that's not supposed to be happening, especially in a kid's show for 5 years old in Japan, so. But, yeah, I forgot, also, I gotta talk about the actors. Because if you didn't know, a majority of the male actors, in fact, all the male actors in Korea were all K-pop artists. They're all, famous.
Well, no, actually, all the actors, all the Rangers were K-pop idols.
Well, except for Pink. She wasn't
really?
a K-pop. Yeah. It was surprising because because basically, we're now going to go into the music. The opening theme in Korea actually had like 5 or 6 alternate openings. 5 openings, each sung by each ranger except for Pink, which is kind of shocking because I thought they might train her to become sing the theme, but I don't think they wanted to do anything, so therefore she didn't sing.
Because she's a girl. Girls don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing: Japanese idols, their companies are brutal with their contracting and whatnot, but they kind of pale in comparison to training wise. They pale in comparison to the Korean idols. They have them running on treadmills, singing at the same time, punching them while they sing. Trying to train them not to get off key. It's like I'm a singer. I've been singing since I was a kid. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to boast, but I couldn't do that. I would know.
I would probably die if I were to get into one of those K-pop training programs, because that shit is hard. Like, holy shit! Like, some of these K-pop artists have killed themselves because of how hard it got. So, but yeah, it's pretty brutal in the K-pop industry. It's much better in Japan because they have laws and whatnot, and they don't want to take anybody. But they watch their people. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, K-pop is brutal in the physical sense. J-idols are brutal in the contract sense. They will blackmail you for life if you try to stand up for yourself.
And you're not allowed to date anybody, which kind of sucks, to be honest.
No, they're allowed to date as long as it's company approved.
Yeah. But, usually it'll be a big-time idol they'll be dating that will bring them money, because if they're dating as, a fan or something, then, no, you're fired.
Actually, no. They can't. In most J-pops, like AKB48, they cannot date at all, because if they do, their fans who might get upset that they're taken, and it would ruin the fan base for the people who want it. So, because you know how in America you have all these boy bands who probably have girlfriends and stuff like that, and they're saying, "Oh, girl, I love you," and it makes it look like they're singing to the public.
Mm-hmm.
If they actually have someone, like someone in Japan, that could mess with their whole life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how bad it is when it comes to dating in Japan. It's like it's a pretty fucked up situation, to be quite honest with you.
Dating in general is screwed up, so sometimes, like as I said, with the pop idols, I don't blame the companies for saying, "Yeah, you probably shouldn't have a relationship because that could probably mess up your career."
Mm-hmm. But sometimes these crazy fans might actually just randomly attack you, even if they're not dating. Because it's happened before, and it's pretty fucking insane how crazy the people there get fucked. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's no different than any like pop star here in America. It's just
But it's a lot safer, and like chances are they have a girlfriend privately. You know what I mean? That they know personally. On
yeah,
a person.
dude, J stars have regulations.
It's much different than it is over there than here.
What is
So.
love, baby? Don't hurt me. Don't
Hurt me
no
anymore.
more.
I would also like to talk about the opening theme and ending. Like, the opening is actually really good. I genuinely like it, and I would totally, recommend, like, giving it to people to sing and dance to. Like, pretty much all the, rangers in Korea, they sung a version of the song. And, I think Red and Gold did the best, while Black is the worst. Like, Black cannot sing the song. It's not made for him. He's like, it's not good. It's not good at all. So, I would have preferred if they made a special group for just those to sing together, so that it would be much better. You know what I mean? Cause group when you have like several singers who can't like some singers that don't really hold the note well, you might want to blend. You know what I mean? Chameleon, you there? Okay.
I'm here.
Okay. And how about you, Master? Wait, were you speaking with Master Chan or was it somebody else?
It was I'm not really
okay.
informed about Brave.
Okay. Yeah. But the ending theme though is actually it's pretty much Imina Murray, but rearranged and whatnot with new lyrics and whatnot, and it's actually really catchy. And I like the whoa oh whoa whoa because it's like sort of like whoa oh whoa oh. You know what I mean? Because as a singer, you sort of have to sing both. Like, you know what I mean? Because I would actually do the dance, but that would be probably after. We could probably do at the end a acapella of something if you're willing to listen to that. So, yeah, we'll probably do the opening and ending acapella, but only the TV side, just so that you guys don't have to spare the thing. But yeah, so this opening and ending were great. Like they're great insert like music for Sentai and Power Ranger wise. They're great. I love the stuff. So anyway, overall, I'm gonna like the show itself. You could add on if you wanna if you've seen the show and you could give your opinions of it. Overall, the show was missed potential, and I honestly think it could. Like some of the episodes needed to be longer to explain the plot and whatnot, and develop the characters more. So if they had more minutes in their episode, it would be so much better. There's more
they were like what 10 minutes long per episode,
15 minutes, and even then that doesn't do any justice.
SpongeBob does more in 10 minutes.
Yeah, but we're not gonna go there.
Yeah, that's different. That's in America, where basically it's serialized and
The
everybody.
attention span of a child is no longer than 10 to 15 minutes, period.
But yeah, it's just that it's like it's a drama. It's a tokusatsu, and therefore you have to have at least 20 to 24 minutes to explain your story and whatnot, and to develop the characters. Because if it was just 20 to 24 minutes, it would have been a great show, in fact. But yeah, would you like to add anything, Crazy Chameleon and Bill?
Honestly, I haven't seen the show, but I've seen all the pictures and all the clips and all everything, and Pink Ranger's cute as fuck, and it looks good. And then the toys, they look good. They look, considering their redesigns and all that, with the like Gatling head T-Rex and all that.
Yes.
Sadly, they're like $300 for the entire Megazord.
Of course. I believe they're actually counted as premium Bandai toys in places like Japan.
Makes it even worse. I mean, look at the fucking white shirt we had 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, from Kamen Rider Builds. I think
Yes,
No,
you too
worth
could have a torn white hobo shirt. Just like Kamen Rider Dragon.
And you can also buy a shirt with two bunnies banging on it for $65.
Although I'm going to be a complete ass of myself and say I'm going to either get the complete selection Kaiksa gear.
Oh,
I think everybody's planning to get that because that actually looks interesting. I've never seen 5, but I did hear it's a good show, and Kusaka's like one of the best but fucking evilest characters in there.
sadly, I want to be one of those people going for that. If they do a Delta, I might go for that.
I know I'm gonna get hate for this, but I'm just not a big fan of Phi, so I probably won't get any of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big Phi fan either.
If there were any Kamen Rider outfits, I bet I'd buy Poppy's dress, Hojo Amo's full outfit.
Plus, I have to save money for my Titanium Raider jacket for once the Marfer is finished. Now that I have all the parts.
Oh, that's right. You're finishing up your Titanium Morpher.
Yes. And then
Yeah,
after
so you
that, custom Gashats.
I do have an original Dark Tiga Sparklins, and that's pretty rare.
I just want. I love Poppy's outfit, but I want Hojo Amo's outfit because he's got so much cool detail, so much color.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I forgot to
I
mention.
can't quite remember where the colors are, but it's almost like his mind. Yeah, yellow shirt, red pants.
That's awesome, Bill. I like Tiga, and I like his design. I like how he just opens it up. It's sort of, and that's like the gimmick. They like to open up their weapons and whatnot. It's now starting to get into collectible, but we'll talk about that later when we get into Orb and Geed and whatnot.
My dad was actually like the narrator for the English dub of Tiga.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. By the way, guys, his Ferbus's dad is actually Mike Pollock from he voiced several major characters like Dr. Robotnik and whatnot. So shout out to him. But Ferbus is actually our co-host, and you could check him out because he's usually there when I'm not available. He's always like our
And on a side note, I hope everyone out there has been paying attention to my Equifax videos because you need to be, cognizant of this, folks. Like 58% of adults who actually have a credit report were compromised. That's, be
that's
safe,
like more.
be careful, folks.
Yeah, that's more than half the U.S. So
Yeah,
I highly recommend checking it out.
Yeah, because I saw a video earlier today where they actually broke down the numbers. Yes, there is 300 billion people in America and 145 are compromised. But when you take out the people who are underage, remember that 345 billion is all the people in America, including kids who are underage and wouldn't have a credit report and all that information. So when you factor those people out, you get about 258 applicable people who have credit ratings, and 145 were compromised. That's 58%. That's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be on top of this, people. You need to make sure your credit report. You need to make sure you're checking your credit report. I'll be doing a video like tomorrow where I'll actually show you how you can get a free credit report from annualcreditreport.com, so you can see exactly what's happening with your credit. Make sure you monitor your bank account. You know, because especially us Toku fans who spend a lot of money overseas, your banks are used to seeing you do stuff like spending money in Japan, so they're not going to bat an eye if someone in Oklahoma, when you live in, say, Missouri, is buying something from California. Because to them, that looks normal for you. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm back onto the topic. Overall, I give this series a like a 2.5 out of 5. Or nah, 3 out of 5 for Judenchi, because it was just a lot of missed potential, and they did not have enough potential to have it actually be like connected. So what is your thoughts of whatnot, Asu-chan, CrazyKameleon, and Bill?
My thoughts are like you said, 3 out of 5 or a 7 out of 10. Because face it, you put a chainsaw on anything and it automatically becomes cool.
And they actually used it. And they actually used it, unlike Dino, not unlike Ninja Steel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Or that.
I don't know.
I do like those like the Zyudenchi that exist.
Oh yeah,
I believe they're
because
just toys.
yeah,
but-
right before I was gonna say, Zyuders actually make a quick appearance on the last episode. Spoiler alert. But
Yeah,
the
they
handoff.
they do the traditional handoff kind of.
sorta,
thing.
Yeah, they
yeah.
actually got the Japanese actors for, which I have to commend
Kind
that.
of weird.
And like the Korean actors could actually speak Japanese because they did a promo on the Toei channel where they spoke in Japanese, so that's pretty impressive. So anyway, you want to close this out with an opening or ending theme?
Yeah, did we even talk about the designs of the suits?
Oh yeah, well we did.
We touched on it briefly.
Yeah, but you want to continue talking about the suits though?
I just wasn't really impressed with them. I mean, we have them up on the screen right now, and just like the white. I see what they were doing with the white to sort of make the faces stand out, but they really should have swapped the helmets around, because like Pink does not have a Triceratops, and there's no way you convince me that that's not a Triceratops helmet.
I agree. I really do agree.
Like
That-
if you're
that
gonna
was
switch
gonna
around their
always-
Zors, switch around their helmets. You're already repainting them anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can let me be. And I mean, I'm sure Toei would just easily make some, simple remolds.
Like, they didn't even need remolds because like the base, face of the dinosaurs are still the same. All they would have had to do is paint them a different color, and they're already repainting them anyway to add the white. So you just repaint the main body.
Yeah, just repaint a bit more.
I mean, honestly, you would to line them up with what they have, you would have to change pink and greens because nothing even looks like the one that green has. I'm sorry, closest thing to it would be pinks because of the rounded part for the cannon to come out of. But pink had an axe-tailed raptor. She deserves the green helmet.
That she does. I mean, really, Red could obviously stay the same. He still has Gabatera or whatever. Or Gabatera or whatever.
Green, red, and gold.
Kanakira.
Gabatera!
Then, of course, while they are switched around, I think they should have literally just switched around their helmets, repainted. Yeah, give black blues. Blue,
Green, pink.
Pink. No, I believe pink would get blues.
What? No,
I'm trying to
she would
remember.
get would get greens because she has the raptor design, and his helmet is obviously raptor.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check. Kyoryuger
Black could keep. Black should get blues.
Yeah,
Greens,
they should get.
Pink should get greens. Maybe blue should get pinks because it looks like he got the Triceratops, but has a shovel on its head instead.
Let me check, cause
Behold the power of a shovel.
The best weapon ever invented.
What? You want to see my
They
rate
learned
face?
from Dino Charge, even though Dino Charge didn't learn from themselves.
Yep. And they pretty much timeline reset themselves, therefore making it non-canon whatsoever, and pretty much canceling any team-up chance.
okay, yeah. So
What do
pink.
you think?
All right, yeah. Black would get blue's helmet. Blue would get pinks. Pink would get green, and then black would get. Yeah, pink would get greens, and then I guess green would get blacks.
But even then, like, there's still a few, they'll probably have to add a few stuff just to make
Green would
it
get blacks, but no. Green would get black, but with an extension on the head.
Mm-hmm.
He'd have
Yeah,
a head
definitely.
penis.
Ha! Hello. But, yeah, is there any more stuff you guys want to talk about, Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger Brave, before we,
I wish we got to see a brave version of the other 5 Rangers.
That would have been
Well,
nice.
6 Rangers.
Yeah, I'm shocked they did not do gold though. They didn't bravify
I mean,
gold.
technically they did. He has 2 shoulder things, and they have blue highlights.
Well, no, we always had blue shoulder things, 2 shoulder
Yeah.
things.
I don't think they had the
The
blue
only
spikes
difference
on
is
them,
the
though.
brace, I think.
Damn it, dog!
Mhm.
Help!
I think the only difference is that they gave him a different piece.
Damn it, all to hell.
Mhm.
What did Digi do?
God damn.
Always
Nothing. I got
Digi's
attacked by my
fault.
dog. Hello? Can you see me? Yes. There's
Yes.
Mhm.
Just got attacked by my dog. Hello. That was fun.
But I mean, look at. Wait, no. No.
He's like 2.5 months old. He's a baby. He just ran up and just licked me.
But yeah, do you guys want to end off with a song?
So here's
Sure. What song are you doing?
Cold and Brave. Let's see the differences. I don't think there even are any changes. I think it's the only change is really just I think the only change is the brace.
And
Oh, for
there's
him,
a
yeah.
chance they might have changed the little badge they have, because they definitely did pay attention to that. Like, they changed the badge.
No, his is the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has the brace change.
Actually, no. I think his might have his mouth closed. No, his has mouth open still. Yep. Yeah, the only thing different on him is
Well, from what I can see from the picture of Brave Gold, is he has like a cannon in his mouth, I think.
no, not really.
It might just be like a weird shine on this particular big picture we have.
It is. It's an odd shine.
Oh, here's a good picture of it. Yeah, the only change is the brace.
Yeah. Yeah. The wing has that white lightning bolt in it.
Yeah, see,
Because with
This.
Bandai, minimum effort.
Yep.
Or in the
Brave.
case of Kyoryuger Gold, no effort! No effort at all.
Minimum
Hooray.
effort, maximum profit.
Here, just take the suit. We're not going to paint it anymore. Just take it.
Yes, the only thing changed is a different price. I don't
Also,
think
I'm looking
this
at the Brave picture you posted. I think they may have made a mistake by making the white borders around it because it really makes Pink's breast stand out.
Are we sure that was a mistake? I mean, go on. The
Yeah,
gay man
that
is
was
saying
a bad
Is that
angle.
really a mistake?
The pink suit looks a little bit weird.
Hey, at least it's not as bad as what is it? Z, I think it is from SPD.
Yeah, that was
Something
just
about blue makes me think of Die Ranger
At
for
least
some
it's
reason.
not as bad as her, just as the problem with her suit.
Ah, yes. When we did SPD, we're constantly noticing that Z had nipple issues.
Karen Ashley, aka Aisha, she had that problem too. Is it me, or is there just something about the way Blue is standing in that picture that makes you think of Die Ranger?
I don't really see much. Like, the one chance they were played by the same human actor.
It just gets me. I look at him like that, makes me think Die Ranger for some reason. Just the way he's standing. I don't know.
I get more of a like black vibe from the way he's standing, like traditional Koryu black.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Black was the bullet brave.
I think he is supposed to be the equivalent of him.
Yeah.
This is why we can't let Candelira touch any Q Rangers. She gets them all mixed up.
So, what song are we doing out to?
I was thinking maybe just do the TV side version of both the opening and ending. I'll give the link to the lyrics and whatnot. Sing along. We'll just sing to Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger Brave, the first one. So okay. For the first song is Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger Brave.
You gonna play it on your end?
No, I don't think it will work out if I played it. I think we just sing it a cappella. You know what I mean? So let's do this. Sekai wo magaburi Chikyū no tame ima koso dai no fai Panalampana Sambyoku Rokuju do Minagyu power Ikuze Rinkai Kyoyu changing Raven Psycho no fire Moeru o Moimo Judenchi Uchash No Nkabemo Miseru Dinsetsu Wahima Najina Unoda Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger Brave.
Oh my god, if you look at the album cover on the wiki page for the Brave theme, all the Rangers are there, unmorphed, except Pink.
Yeah, because she's not a singer. Because they pretty
Are
much
you
threw
sure
her to the
just that? I mean, we aren't talking about an Asian country here.
True. So, yeah.
Are you being a stereotypist? No.
Are you
Okay,
saying
and
that she's not there because she's a woman?
Yes.
Dun dun dun.
It could only be that.
Only that
Nikolai?
reason.
When you
Okay.
send out some of those, when you start making the gashas to send them out, some of the choking hazard things should have little bows on them. Because sad Miss
Yes.
Wonka. What?
So, it's now time for the ending theme. Join along if you want to do the chorus with us. So, the lyrics are in the Discord, so. Okay. Go go Gantira Sude Gonzo. Go go Pawasahaza. Go go Shobi Kira Rapukusu. Go go Putera Borun. Ha Minado Eba. Nani mo kowaku nai no sa no fire. Oh, yume to kudaite. Oh, thank you no sending no brave. Oh, Genki you kanpeki. Ukina koede. Do dance. Wait, I forgot the ending. Oh dang it. Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger. Sorry, I messed up the last part. It's okay. So yeah, I wanted to thank you guys for watching this video. I'd like to shout out Captain B Money for being on the stream, for joining us. Shout out to his page, as well as CrazyKameleon and Nikolai for helping and record all this thing, and Ferbus for giving his thoughts on the suits and whatnot. KR for giving us our text chat and whatnot. Oh yeah, KR, could you, if you're hearing us, could you type in the chat what you thought of the show, and we'll just quickly read it out loud.
Well, Hetero is saying on the Twitch, absolutely beautiful. I think he likes your singing.
Thank you, Hetero, and it's nice to hear from you again. It's been a while.
It has.
Like, it's been like a few months since I've last heard from you, Hetero.
It has
So
been a while. It's nice to hear from him again.
Hope everything's alright over there. Okay, I don't think KR is going to be joining us, but yeah, I want to thank you guys for listening to watching our review. I really do appreciate that, and I'll try to get links for everybody's social media and whatnot, so that I can help them get like fame and whatnot. So yeah, by the way, this will be uploaded on Nikolai's VidMe, as well as my YouTube and whatnot, and possibly on Facebook, depending on how they are with the reviews, because their copyright system is more fucked up than YouTube. So
YouTube is just fucked up in general.
yeah,
That's
but
the only
Facebook
form
is
of
even
revenue
more
I
fucked
actually
up.
get from streaming, which is annoying.
There's no denying that.
So yeah, you want to end this, Nikolai?
Any final thoughts, anyone?
Nope. Johnny.
It's been fun.
Si Pat Cinco!